All right, let's get started. So we're going to look at kinetic energy and gravitational positional energy, or potential energy. So some vocabulary terms. Mass is going to be defined as the amount of matter in an object, whereas weight is the pull of gravity on mass. So these are very different terms that we have here. Velocity and speed is essentially how fast something is moving. Our SI unit for that is meters per second. Height is the distance from the surface. All right, so here's a sample problem, and it says that a rock has a weight of 20 newtons and is 10 meters off the ground. Our formula for calculating gravitational potential energy is weight times height. So in this example, I can just say 20 newtons times 10 meters, which will give me 200 joules of energy. Another way I could have written this or presented it to you is I could have said this rock has a mass of 2 kilograms and is 10 meters off the ground. In that example, a similar formula, GPE equals mass, gravity, height. Now the reason for this, like I said, weight is how heavy something is, but it's also the gravitational pull on mass. So if I say mass times the gravity, and that number for gravity is usually about 10 meters per second squared. The precise amount of gravity is going to be 9.8 meters per second squared, but I'm okay with you rounding to this for sake of speed and just helping you get the answer correct. So in this example, I would say 2 kilograms times the approximated gravity of 10 meters per second squared times 10 meters. And again, 2 times 10 is 20, times 10 is still going to give me 200 joules. But I want to present it this way to you so that you can see the difference, because there are going to be times when you are provided with a mass and other times when we are going to give you the weight. And so you need to be able to use both of these formulas for that reason. Next, we have another formula here, and I just want you to be aware of the fact that weight is equivalent to mass times gravity. And then lastly, let's look at kinetic energy. For kinetic energy, our formula is 1/2 mass velocity squared. So you want to go ahead and set this up by replacing these variables with the quantities that you know. So it's 1/2 3 kilograms times 4 meters per second times 4 meters per second. Remember to have your velocity listed twice in the problem. So go ahead and put this into your calculator. So I'm going to go ahead and do this right here. So I have 0.5, which is 1/2 times 3 times 4 times 4, which gives me a total of 24 joules. So those are some quick examples of how you can solve these problems. Go ahead and complete your fever form, and if you have questions, bring those to me tomorrow. Thank you very much.